Win as one. EA Sports FIFA 21 sponsors Saturday Social.
Right then, we started the show by talking about transfers, and we're finishing it with the rumour mill too, because to be honest with you, we need the clicks, and we've got YouTubers on, so let's talk about the transfers. And nobody delivers more clicks, does he, than Jadon Sancho to Manchester United right now. This news has been absolutely everywhere. Borussia Dortmund reportedly want in excess of £100 million for Jadon Sancho. Manny, would you pay the money if you were Manchester United and get the deal done?
I would, because I think in terms of like up there talent, he is literally up there in terms of youth coming through. Obviously didn't get game time at City, went to Dortmund, and he's done his thing for how long now? Like 2-3 seasons. So I think in terms of trying to get into that bracket where you're talking about who's going to be like the next Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo, I think you have to get what the next big thing is, and I think he's the next big thing, Sancho. So I would.
And do you think he would sort of propel Manchester United straight up into the title contender bracket alongside Liverpool, or would it need more signings alongside him?
I think Manchester United's thing isn't really even their attack generally, but I think it's their defence. But if they get Sancho, that adds a little bit more threat anyway, and maybe if they're scoring more goals, they won't have to defend as much. So I would go for it if they had the money.
Okay, Chunkz, can you see that happening? Sancho to Man United?
I can, man. I can see that happening. I feel like Sancho just needs to be in the Premier League, and yeah, 100 million. It makes sense to me. You've seen the stats. I feel like him, Rashford, Martial, Greenwood up top is going to just be dangerous. So yeah, I definitely would. I would love to see it happen.
Okay, so there we go. That is Sancho to Man United. Our next one is Koulibaly to Manchester City. It's another transfer rumour that has been bubbling for a long period of time. I've been at Napoli for a while. This is a player that seems to be always linked with an exit from Napoli in every window, but he always seems to stay. It's rumoured to be over 70 million needed to prize him away. Manny, thoughts on this transfer rumour? Can you see it happening?
I could definitely see it. I think City have wanted to shore up their defence. They're playing Fernandinho at centre-back, which at times did work for them, at times it didn't. I think for them to make that next step forward, it would be good. And like the Napoli fans, when I've seen him play, they love Koulibaly, so there must be a reason behind that.
Yeah, Chunkz, surely he'll want this move. He's only won 3 major trophies. I believe none of them are league titles either. Been at Napoli now since 2014. If you were Koulibaly, would you want this move to Man City?
100%. That will probably be the best partnership in the world, Koulibaly and Laporte. But then, like I said, Man City, I feel like they have to sign a new centre-back if they want to win that league again. But yeah, if I was Koulibaly, I'd be running to Etihad. That is a great move.
Yeah, I agree. Right, let's move on to Gareth Bale to Tottenham Hotspur then, Smithy. I know you're very excited about this one. We may as well get your immediate reaction about Gareth Bale to Tottenham Hotspur. You want him back?
Do I want him back? What kind of question is that? Is the sky blue? Yes, I want him back. I'd love him back. I'd have him back. Gareth, if you're watching, please come back. Early shout-outs to my newborn son. Being called Gareth are still a possibility. So, yes, I'd love Gareth Bale back at Spurs, Joe. Definitely.
Chunkz, do you think if Gareth Bale came back, obviously be on massive money, is he worth sort of ripping up the Tottenham wage structure, paying him more than you potentially pay Harry Kane?
I'll be honest. When Gareth was at Tottenham, he was danger. I liked that. Obviously, I didn't like seeing him do well, but he did very well. So I feel like whatever wage structure they got going on there, just forget about it. Just get him signed, and there will be a problem.
It's a good point, that, Joe. The wage structure is the big issue because I think the player would want the move. We've heard recent comments. I think Real Madrid want him to depart now. The issue is the contract. So they're looking at currently a loan deal with potentially an option to buy at the end of the season, with Real Madrid playing a percentage of that wage. So it will be fascinating to see if that unfolds. I do think it won't be an easy deal to get done, but fingers crossed. Next up, we've got Declan Rice to Chelsea. So again, another player linked with a move to Chelsea. Manny, what do you make of this one? How much do you think Declan Rice would be worth? What do you think Chelsea would have to pay to get Declan Rice through the door?
To get Declan Rice, Chelsea would have to definitely pay a lot because West Ham fans rate him. He is highly rated there because of what he's done, obviously, in terms of how he breaks up the play, how he moves it along, and he's like almost the king of doing the simple things. But he's got like a little bit more in terms of he could potentially score goals or just even play deep. the whole time, just get the game moving along. But in terms of price, you're talking 70, 80 million in this current market. That's just how it is.